as the women's world champion looks on, and I say that because, as you mentioned, Nigel, Mercedes Mone has 12 belts. She wants to add 2 more to her collection, which would be the Women's World Tag Team Champion if she and Athena can win the tournament. And, of course, coming up at Full Gear, presented by DC, Chris Statlander, you really have your work cut out for you. Statlander showing off her wares. Not intimidated at all, are you?
Not at all.
See how Mone, Ultimo Mone, as she likes to refer to herself now. That plethora of gold around her waist. Taking a cheap shot at you there, Chris, throwing something here at ringside. Clearly she's upset after what happened this past week on Dynamite.
I mean, I understand. I would be too, but she's just jealous that I have what she doesn't have.
I think that's a very, very valid point.
Play devil's advocate, Chris. You know, as I said, somebody who's known for their strength. What would Mercedes Mone have to do to circumnavigate the strength disadvantage here?
I mean, like you said, she's focused on Olympia, and how can you not be? I mean, just look at her. But I think one of Mercedes' strong points is her technical abilities, and she should kind of play into that instead of getting so in her head about winning all these titles and maintaining all these titles. She needs to remember who she is as a wrestler.
That's a great point from world champion Chris Statlander. 1, 2. 1, 2. Aubrey Everett's the referee. Counts 2 once again. And once again back up. Both women and Olympia over the top. 1, 2. Mercedes escaped that and moves out of the way. It would be Mercedes, I think it'd be her calling here just to try to stay away from the power of Olympia.
I mean, she is sneaky. I get it. She's smart, though.
The concern on the face of Mone there. Doesn't take her long to get back. A little bit of a dance, Mone.
We can all do the dance.
Leapfrog by Olympia, shoved to the ropes. Mercedes follows her in, and now, whoa! Oh. Running shoulder tackle.
Again, the strength too much for Mone. But look, no, she'll get no respite in the corner.
Here comes Olympia. Watch it! The handstand on the top turnbuckle panel. Right down on the midsection.
That's right, dance, Olympia.
Like you said, I guess
rub it in her face.
Do the dance.
Well, you said anybody could dance in the ring, and I guess Olympia is just showing you that fact. A pickup.
A squat.
Deep squats as well, getting really down.
Full range of motion. Very impressive this late in the match.
And a foot is up. Defensive maneuver here by the TBS champ and the CMLL Women's World Champ, amongst 10 others. A pickup. Incredible. One arm. Little bicep pose, and then throws her off to the middle of the mat. The Statlander likes it. Women's
How can
World
you
Champ.
not? Look how impressive.
Oh, absolutely impressive. We were impressive last week when she made her surprise debut here in AEW.
Look at this. She's got to be careful there. You suplex Mercedes Mone from the top rope all the way to the floor. You might lose more than one of her titles.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. There's a couple of knee lifts that time, striking on to the face and now to the chest. And now running double knee, got both knees up in the face of Olympia, and a big smile on the CMLL Women's World Champion's face.
I mean, I will say, as someone who is a champion and a holder of many belts, she has a vicious side.
Yes, she does. And the meteor up top. Fans, we continue.
All you want. Focus on your match, baby.
Hitting right in the face of Mercedes, pointing towards Statlander here. Cover 1, 2.
I mean, I get it. I am very distracting, but she should focus on the match. She could lose one of her titles.
Well, I agree with that. This is a very, very important match for her being Mercedes. Not only that, because she has won so many belts worldwide, everyone is shooting not only to dethrone her, but everybody wants to defeat Mercedes. She's had only one loss in her AEW tenure, and that, of course, was the Tony Stormers. Cover 1, 2, and that was it all in Texas this summer. She is 29-1, Nigel.
Yeah. Well, and she's faced you, Chris, on more than one occasion. How do you feel things are going to turn out differently the next time you stand across the ring?
Thank you for reminding me that I am a part of that 29 of those losses. But like I've said to Mercedes, I'm not the same person who was trying to figure themselves out this time last year. I'm a completely different, I'm a complete person. I am the world champion, and I have a lot more confidence now than I did last year.
That's exactly what I was going to say. As the world champion, you've really got to be far more confident going in there against Mercedes Mone. But not only the CMLL Women's Championship cover here around her waist figuratively, also the TBS title. As a former TBS champion yourself, how does that make you feel, Chris?
I mean, every time I'm a champion, I always focus so hard on putting on the best performances and being the best champion I am for the one. And I worry that she might be wearing herself thin trying to
in the grip of Olympia, Mercedes Mone set down. 1, 2, no.
Olympia coming in with a hair's breadth there of taking the CMLL women's title.
Nigel, such great competition in the women's division. I don't think there's any question we're going to crown our first ever AEW. Oh, shotgun dropkick AEW Women's World Tag Team Champions very soon. We got the Blood and Guts cage match coming up a week from Wednesday in the women's division. How about the power of Olympia? We heard from Toni Storm, even she seems as though she could get involved in Blood and Guts. Coming up, we're going to find out who will be in this brutal match, Blood and Guts, coming up 1 week from Wednesday. But right now, two of the greats going at it. Look at that.
Yes, I am very impressed by Olympia and also Mercedes.
Not a one count that time. 1, 2. No, didn't get it yet. And of course, you and Mercedes for the World Championship. Women's World Championship coming up at Full Gear, presented by DC, as the clock is ticking towards your battle. Look at that.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm not the same person I was who's lost to Mercedes before. I feel a lot more confident. And the more I watch her,
2.
the more that I watch her, the more I learn her moveset.
Sure, this is very, very important for you to watch this from right here at ringside. 1, 2, and Mercedes shot the left shoulder up. Olympia slaps the mat in anger. Let's take a look at the power of Olympia once again, Nigel.
With ease, driving the CMLL Women's Champion into the mat, but just only able to get one hand on the shoulder, which meant the other one shot off the mat at the last second. Well, it's coming down to the wire certainly now between champion and challenger. Certainly, Chris, you're getting an up close and personal look.
Oh, using the top rope as the springboard. What a move by Mercedes. 1, 2, no.
Mone, so impressive. Chris, do you see any weaknesses with the champion?
She gets in her head. Look at her. She's panicking. I mean, how can you not? You have so many targets on your back. She's as strong as she is and a champion that she is for working well under pressure.
There it was, the pressure of her more powerful opponent using technique to get the advantage, which almost secured her the win.
Mercedes will hit the far side of the right side ropes, that is. Pick up. Olympia still holding on.
Did not have the momentum. Wow.
She's got the power, though. Out of the lack of momentum. Mercedes down on the left arm. Look at this.
Went to an omoplata of sorts almost. The crossface as well applied. Now.
Oh, that's a great maneuvering by Mercedes.
Pushing herself behind the rope.
2. You're right, Nigel. She pushed herself between Olympia and the rope to prevent the 1, 2. Got a 2 count.
Mone here doggedly trying to get every pinfall attempt she can to force Olympia to expend more energy kicking out.
Chris Statlander, of course, women's world champion with us. I know you've been learning a lot here, not only from Mercedes, but from both women here.
Absolutely. I'm learning a lot from Olympia and what I can do to Mercedes.
1, 2. One time shot the right shoulder up, did Mercedes, who tries to roll out of the way towards the rope, slowly getting there. Olympia up on the other side. What a great matchup we're having for the CMLL Women's World title. You can hear the fans.
Yeah, they're really pushing. She's really pushing Mercedes to her limit at this point.
Hell of a matchup. One of Mercedes Mone's 12 titles on the line. Oh, wait a second. What's coming?
Olympia looked like she was going to... Mercedes throws Olympia into Chris Statlander. Chamber, you okay?
I think that was an accident.
No. Statlander will get to her feet. Chris, she's trying to provoke you. Come on, stay back here. Chris should know. Well, I understand her anger. Oh, look at this.
Mercedes Mone distracted by Statlander.
How about that? Now, Chris has the headphones back on. She was trying to provoke you, but you had a great counter that time by backing her up to the ropes. No!
She doesn't scare me like she thinks she does anymore.
Once again, a crossface and the tap, and it's over. Statlander's going to go back to the ring.
Oh, boy.
And Mercedes runs away.
The CMLL World Women's Champion, the CEO, Mercedes Mone.
Mone escapes with her CMLL Women's title right now. Come full gear though. Will she be able to add the 13th title to her collection? Not if Chris Statlander